Namaskar. Dear devotees and friends, today we'll be discussing about the obstacles of meditation. Now, before that, let us chant a Shanti mantra, as usual that we do. Sarvastaratu durgani sarvo bhadrani pashyatu sarvasad buddhimapnotu sarvatra nandatu. Hari Om. Let everyone be happy everywhere. That is our prayer. And how one can become happy? When one has conquered his mind. If you are having the control over your mind, then you are happy. Otherwise, it is not possible. This term, the meditation, it has become very popular nowadays. Almost in every places, the word is used, the meditation. And the present life, which is full of tension and competition, so obviously, people, they like to go beyond this. They like to go beyond this stress. And some happiness they need. How it is possible? Then they try to practice meditation. That is, of course, meditation can help you. But what is the main purpose of meditation? And where actually we meditate? What are the problems of meditation? That we will discuss today. Meditation has been practiced for thousands of years. Even in the ancient civilizations like the Indus Valley, they have found the images in the posture of meditation. The sitting posture, and in the Indus Valley civilization, almost like 5,000 years before. That time also, people used to practice meditation and they knew what is meditation. Meditation opened the gate of eternal happiness. That is very important. But there are many hindrances, of course, and on the way of achieving the perfect meditation. Today, we will try to get an idea about the distractions or the obstacles of meditation. Now, which part of me practice meditation? We have the hands and the legs and the head. Which part? Of course, mind, obviously, is practicing meditation. The mind is very, very important for a human being particularly. And what is mind? In the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, we find he is giving a definition of the mind. They say the mind is kama, sankalpa, vichikitsa, shraddha, asraddha, dhriti, adhriti, ri, dhi, bhi, iti etat sarvam mana eva. Everything they have noticed, which is going on in the mind. Of course, it is not possible to give the whole list what the mind is thinking. Rather, they gave some of the very important. First is the kama, the desire. When the desire is there, that the mind, it always takes us, and if we are not fulfilling our desire, we are so unhappy. What is happiness? When we fulfill our desire. What is unhappiness? When we cannot fulfill our desire. That's all. A child, whenever it wants ice cream, if the father is purchasing the ice cream, happy. If not, unhappy. Just desire makes us happy or unhappy. The first is the kama. Friends, we are planning to do the meditation, and the meditation in the mind and mind is fast, is the kama, the desire. Then the sankalpa. Sankalpa is the resolution. And different type of resolution we take. Now sometimes we cannot fulfill the resolution. And that is also the problem it makes. Then one lady was telling, I cannot sleep. I mean, what happened? Now, I have taken the decision to reduce weight up to 15 kg. At 3 months over, I could not reduce more than 2 kg. You are successful. You have reduced 2 kg. So enjoy, celebrate. Again, take the friends to some restaurant, eat. Increase that 2 kg. You will be happy. So I'm just making jokes. And the resolution is to reduce that. But now, as because you cannot reduce, you are unhappy. So sankalpa, when we are taking the promises, our resolutions, that also make us happy or unhappy. The sankalpa. Vichikitsa, that is the doubt. We cannot become happy, we are having some doubts. When you are having the doubts, that's called vichikitsa in Sanskrit. And what is the doubt? It's not necessary. The doubt means, if I am all the time thinking, am I going to achieve it or not? That is the doubt. And that is the reason, before meditation, you have to tell yourself, I am going to be the Lord Shiva today. I am going to control my senses. I am going to control my mind. I am going to meditate. You have to go on inspiring yourself. And that way you can always become successful. Every time, everywhere, you have to inspire yourself. In the Bhagavad Gita it said, you have to become friend to your mind. Your mind, it can become friend or also your enemy. If you are making your mind your enemy because it is thinking completely different way, and you are allowing that, then you cannot control it. That is very peculiar. My mind, but I cannot control it. Everyone knows it. Obviously, I have to go on commanding on the mind and say, I am not going to do it. Today, early morning, I am going to get up, whatever happens. Maybe there will be headache, maybe there will be this, whatever. I am going to get up. You have to force, and that is the reason in the spiritual practices, they practice fasting. In all religions, they are fasting. And why? Because the body wants to eat, but you are commanding, no, I am not going to eat. There may be food in front of you, but you are not touching it. So that way you have to control the vichikitsa, that means doubt should not be there. And then Shraddha, the faith. What is the faith? When you look at the Hindu gods and goddesses, if you see, almost all of them, they are sitting and they're squatting like this, close eye, they are meditating. All the religious people, they are closing their eyes and they are meditating. The Buddha, Swami Vivekananda, Shankaracharya, mostly you will find any religious figure means that way. And the Hindus in India, they have made the Jesus also meditating. All the images of Jesus, it is also Jesus meditating. We like that. So Shraddha comes from where, if they could do, I can also do. You are having the faith, I can also meditate. This is very important because I am going to control my mind. And mind is a part of all this. The kama, sankalpa, vichikitsa, shraddha. Then ashraddha, the doubt is also there. No faith. Shraddha means faith. Faith in the words of the teacher, and ashraddha exactly opposite. Oh no, they may say like this. Now the person who has written this book, Patanjali, he wrote it so long ago. How they were not knowing anything. Ashraddha. If you have the ashraddha, doubt, you cannot learn. Anything that you are going to learn, you have to have first thing, the shraddha. Then dhriti, patience. A lot of patience. After 3 months, people come and say, I took initiation, but nothing is happening. And what will happen after 3 months? Life after life we have passed. So many impressions are there in the mind. And just repeating the name of God 3 months, you think that you can overcome all those? It is not. If not this life, next life. If not that life, next life, I am going to be successful. Ihashane shashutu me shariram tyag asti mamsham pralayancha jatu. When the Gautama, that young man, he sat and he took the promise, I am going to sit over here. And whatever happened, I am not going to get up. I will complete my meditation and I will realize. So that is the way you have to think. Patience, this will I will do. Adhriti, impatience. Modesty. Now, if we don't have the modesty, I am practicing meditation, I can do like this, I can do like that. If you go on saying like that, you lose the importance. So you should not disclose it to anyone. Anyone practicing meditation for some days, he will have some realization. The other day one lady rang me and she told, Swamiji, every night from 11:30 to 3:30, I am meditating. Then I go to bed. 4 o'clock, I sleep. Can you imagine a housewife? After attending all her choruses, all her duties, now when all people are sleeping, she will go, get up and sit and meditate for 4 hours every day. And she was telling, I do not know, I can see the Lord. I am meditating so clear, much clearer than the picture itself. The photo that I keep in front of me, that means they are having those experiences. And the moment you are having those experiences, you feel like much better experience. That is unique. This gives the inspiration. Swami Vivekananda said, unless and until you are having some experience, naturally you won't feel practicing meditation. Meditation is because of the mind, and mind should not be disturbed with many other things. And we should have this, the dhri, the patience, adhriti, then the hri, that modesty. Dhi is intelligence. When I am meditating, I am imagining actually. In the beginning, I am imagining. And sometimes we take that imagination as the realization. Oh, I saw this, I saw that, I heard a sound, I saw light. That is also dangerous. One should not think in that way. That is, we must be intelligent. Okay, suppose in meditation I have seen the light. What happened? What changes has come in me? Am I a better person than yesterday? If not, then it is of no use. So when I am meditating, all these qualities I have to handle because I am handling the mind. And mind is the total of all these. It comes the dhi. Then bhi means the fear. Iti etat sarvam mana eva. All these is the fear, but the total, the mind. You know, I don't think in other way, it is not anything much. But when we were in our training center, I felt an experience. The intense meditation, day and night, all the time. Then one day, when I was sitting on the terrace of our the room where we used to be, it's called Training Center for the Brahmacharyans, I felt as if my body has become light and I am floating. I became very much afraid. I wanted to hold something. Then I saw a very senior Swamiji sitting over there, nearby. So I took my asana at the seat near him. so that if anything happens, he will hold me or something like that. He then asked me, you better go to your room. And inside, on the bed, inside the mosquito curtain, in India, they use the mosquito curtain. Inside the mosquito curtain, meditate. Why? Fear comes. When you are meditating, you will really feel that your body is becoming light and you are floating. A terrible fear will come. Sometimes you will see a tremendous light inside, maybe just a glance. But then you become afraid. Sometimes some forms may appear, then you become afraid. So these are the mind, all the mind is doing, and you have to control the mind. You have to be the master of the mind. When Swami Vivekananda was very young, he was meditating. That was the game. When the children used to play for many other things, he used to meditate. That was his game. One day when he was meditating all alone, suddenly he saw the Lord Buddha appearing. He loved Lord Buddha because of the knowledge and all. And he knew the picture. He was hardly 6 or 8 years young boy. When he was meditating, suddenly he saw the Lord Buddha appearing and he is coming to him. He got up and ran away from there. He wrote afterwards and he said, oh, I made a great mistake because of the fear. So we have to control our mind. And what is mind? Let us once again go through these. As the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, it is kama, desire, sankalpa, resolutions, vichikitsa, doubt, shraddha, faith, asraddha, doubt, dhriti, patience, adhriti, impatience, hri, modesty, dhi, intelligence, bhi, fear, iti etat sarvam eva manaha. Now, mind can do all these. Is this the ultimate thing? What is the ultimate? Immediately, they give the reply. What is the mind ultimate? They say no. In the Vivek Chudamani, Shankaracharya, he mentioned, no, mind is not the ultimate. You are utilizing your mind to reach to the ultimate. Where there is happiness, that ultimate. But mind is not the ultimate. Why it is not ultimate? Now again the Vedanta comes. Shankaracharya in the Vivek Chudamani, he mentioned 183, the verse, he said, Adi antavat tvat. Adi, beginning, anta, as end, that is the reason. Tat, that is the reason mind cannot be the ultimate. Then what is the ultimate? It never changes. It has no beginning, it has no end. We cannot say when the God was born and when the God will die. No one can say. And here, when we are practicing the meditation, our goal is the Paramatma. The Advaita Vedanta, they will say Brahma. And the Dvaita Vedanta, they will say God, Bhagavan, Ishwar. And the yogis, they will say Paramatma. The only names are different. So Paramatma this is not Paramatma. Why? Because it changes. It is not, cannot be the ultimate. Doubt may come, like if mind is not the ultimate, then how can it help us to meditate and reach to that ultimate goal? Vedanta in reply say, a part of this mind which is known as intellect or buddhi receive the reflection of the supreme Atman. Now we call mind, but they have divided it into 4 parts: mana, buddhi, chitta and ahamkara. And what is buddhi? The most finest part of the mind. And on that part, reflection of the consciousness. We have to remember this. Reflection of the consciousness, not the real thing. We are so powerful, so egoistic. and so intelligent. We can do many things, the human being. But how? Because of the buddhi. What is the difference between man and man? Buddhi, intellect. Some are very intelligent, and some are not. And what is that intellect? It is a reflection of the consciousness on buddhi. It is not on the mind, not on the antakarana, it is on the buddhi. It is like the sunlight is falling on the wall of this building, but it is not reflecting that way. But same sunlight, when falling on the glasses, it is dazzling, reflecting. If the glasses are mirrors, they are producing the lights again in reflection to that power. It is just like that. And many a times we have discussed that when we get a mirror, we use that mirror to reflect the sunlight, and then we can make a dark room lighted. There's a dark room over there. We take the light on that, and then we focus sunlight inside the room. It becomes lighted. Is this the mirror that is giving the light? No, it is sun. But mirror is reflecting, and hence it is becoming all lighted. Even the reflected light on the mirror, it can create fire. When we were children, we used to play like that, keeping the corner of a paper. If you go on, then it will create the fire. The villagers, they make the water warm just by sunlight. So reflection can do so many things. Obviously, this is the buddhi. So we have to be very, very careful about this. There's emotion and there is a decision. Emotion, the part of the mind that takes, and decision, it is the buddhi. That intellect. Okay, like this we can do, like this we can do. We have to be careful. And then only we can do. This is the reflection. We are utilizing that reflection, that buddhi, to reach to the ultimate goal. The reflection of this pure consciousness on the buddhi generate I sense. When you say I, the ego, the egotism, what is that ego? It is that reflected light. Nothing else. It's just that reflected light. And because of that I, aham, egotism, this is known as the jivatma. Jiva, the individual soul, atma, the self, that is. Just now, when I was coming over here, I went to see a long associate devotee. She passed away a few days ago, and today is her funeral. So we went and saw the same person sitting, lying down over there, and they keep the body in such a nice way. And when you go, the people are giving talks, offering flowers, singing bhajans. There's a different atmosphere, not like somebody has passed away. So wonderfully we are saying goodbye to that soul. Whole body is there, everything. What is not there, we call that Atma. That Atma is not there. What is that Atma? The soul. And what is that soul? This is called Jiva Atma. Jiva means individual, Atma the soul, individual soul. Jiva Atma, that has lived. Now what is meditation actually? Jivatma unifying with the Paramatma, that's all. The reflection now going back to the original, that much. The reflection going back to the original, and when it goes and merges into that, that happens. But can the reflection go back to the original? No. Then what happens? Ignorance. That I am separate, I am a male, I am a female, I am educated, I am wealthy. All that makes me separate. That goes away. Then I can understand I am in reality that all consciousness. In meditation, we go back to that. That is the ultimate of meditation. But before that, you get so many other things. The first thing, your mind will be calm, you feel better. And whenever you try to meditate, you will feel asleep. Most of the time, the devotees, they will say, when we try to meditate, we feel asleep. Then that's good. Other time, you are not getting the sleep. So many other problems are there, anxiety. Now try to meditate. That means mind becomes calm. That's why we go to sleep. And when the mind becomes calm, what is that mind? That will calm. First, the mind, and then comes meditation. And what is meditation then? Meditation is the answer, because all the problem will be solved. And what is meditation? Patanjali Rishi, and second aphorism, the first aphorism, let us discuss about meditation. And the second aphorism, he gives the definition. Unless we know exactly what we are trying to do, so we won't be able to do. So second is, they say, yoga. Yoga means meditation. Yoga means union. Union with the one individual, with the Supreme. So yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha. Nirodha means control. Chitta, mind stop. Vritti, waves, thoughts. The yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha. That's all. What is yoga? Of course, there is another type of yoga. That Sunday, every Sunday, we offer that service also. People can come and they practice yoga. But that is physical yoga. So Hatha yoga. The Hatha and yoga, that too they have come together, Hatha yoga, physical exercises, so that your limbs become strong that way. But this is spiritual yoga. Your mind is becoming calm and completely free from attachment and going and merging with the source of happiness. What is God? The source of happiness. What the source of happiness is doing? Giving us an idea that I am that much. The God realization, life after life. We go to the shrine, we go to the temple, synagogue, mosque, so many places, churches. Mostly we do not know why we go over there. We hear some stories and then some God is there, then someone will come and talk about that, and some idea, I am Christian, I am Muslim, I am Hindu, I am this, and some idea that goes, but we are not very clear about that. What is going to happen even if you are not Muslim, even if you are not a Christian, even if you are, some people are there, they declare, we don't have any religion. Are they going to die? No. They're also happy. They're also doing everything. Then what? Now the question is this, am I happy being or practicing a particular faith? That is the question. And when I am happy, happiness doesn't mean, out of jealousy also happiness comes. I am not liking that person. And that person fails somewhere. And I am happy. It is not that happiness. It is not that happiness. What type of happiness then? It comes from the within, and that embraces everyone. It includes everyone. And that happiness never goes away. When we are successful after an exam, when I am passed, I am happy, but that happiness goes away again. So one after another, we are keeping our short targets. We are fulfilling those targets and becoming happy. But one day that also goes away. It is not that happiness. Very permanent happiness. And after achieving that, even the whole world becomes nothing for you. That is called God realization. That is called the fulfilling of the meditation. After complete meditation, you will never have any desire. So that meditation means you have to control the waves of your mind. What are the waves? Thoughts. Yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha. Now, vritti, it goes like a wave. Now, you have to control that. Someone criticized you. Now, how you are going to react? If you are, oh, why she should criticize me? You become angry. Then who is suffering? You. Why? Because you have accepted those words. That person said and gone. And then you are suffering because you have accepted those words. Suppose you don't take those words, or you don't hear that. Somebody somewhere criticized, which never reaches to your ear. You are free. Think of it. That is the bichara. If I never heard anyone criticizing me, I would have been happy. And since I heard that somebody is criticizing, I am unhappy. That means it is not me, somebody is pulling the sting. And I am either happy or unhappy because of them. Am I a doll that they will play with me just because they will sting like this? And that is called meditation. You are the master of your own mind. In the sannyasins, they call Swami. Swami means master. S-W-A-M-I. Swami means master. Master of whom? Your own mind. Master of your own mind. So why they give the name Swami? To remind, hey, you are the master of your own mind. Don't react, don't react, don't react. You have to first hear and then you react. So this is the way you have to proceed. Yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha. You have to control. How you will control? By analyzing it. This word that is coming to me, inspiring me. And I am young, I have drawn a picture. Then elderly person said, oh, you have done well. Very good job. And I am inspired. Okay, I will accept it. Because that is going to help me. It's not giving me the ego, but encouragement. When we are, some people everywhere, they claps, they whistle to encourage that person. But if you take that only as your life goal, wherever you go, people should clap and whistle and praise, no, that is dangerous. You're accepting that as a force to go forward. So when you are meditating, and slowly, slowly you will be successful, and you will see many things, and your mind will be calm, and when you are going and meeting people, talking to people, they will also start liking you, because your mind has become calm, and the calm mind is the place of the Supreme Soul. They are coming not to you, not for the body, but for your wonderful mind. That's why people are attracted to those who have controlled their mind. Majority of the people, they are not having the very good look, but even then people go to them. Why? Because they have a wonderful mind. And what is that mind? Full of love, full of sympathy. And how they could do that? By meditation. And this yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha, this chitta vritti, the thought waves, we have to control. How we will control? Because there are many different problems that they are on the way. It is not so easy. It goes on and on. The Vivekananda, in his book, The Raja Yoga, he translated. It's a beautiful book, Raja Yoga. When I was a student, I first read this Raja Yoga. And I started practicing meditation at the age of 19, 20. And I thought I should become a yogi. Every day morning I used to get up, and very chill, cool water, I used to go and bathe in that, and then come and meditate, because I was thinking, I have to torture my body. The body, whatever the body says, that I should not listen to it. A misunderstanding, but I was practicing in that way. Then afterwards I came to know when I joined that it is not like that. Very normal behavior. Whatever your body will give, accordingly. Some people, they're strong, they can bear those things. Some people are not, no problem for them. It is not the body, it is the mind. Some type of food that shoots you, that is your food. Some type of drinks that shoots you, it is your drink. And some type of places that gives you solace, that is your place. It doesn't mean anything. You have to be all the time very careful about the thoughts. And suppose you see the movie and go to bed, whatever you have seen in the movie, that comes in your dream, mostly. And then again the next night you do the same thing. And by that way you become habituated and your mind becomes always restless when you are sleeping because you are feeding the mind with wrong food. If you are giving the wrong food, naturally it will be like that. So these are the things that person who is trying to meditate should think. Devotee, sometimes, sometimes not. But the yogi, one must be very, very careful. You know, in Hinduism there are 4 paths. One is the jnana, and then bhakti, yoga, then karma. The bhakti, or the devotion, there's also, of course, you have to be careful about your mind, but you go and pray and read books and all that. But the yoga, you are handling a very difficult horse. That is your own mind. And you have to know how to control a horse. You have to tame it. And sometimes you will find that the cowboys in the Western movies, they are taming a horse. And sometimes the horse will come and hit that person or throw the person sitting on that. Like this, it will always happen. Sometimes you can sit on the horse, and sometimes it will throw you out, sometimes it will hit you. It goes on. So you have to be very, very careful because you are taming a very difficult horse which has not been trained before. So first definition, yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha. If one can control this force and use it for one's own use, the active utilization then take you to the ultimate happiness. It becomes yoga, the union with the source of happiness, which is Paramatma. The process is known as meditation, but the Patanjali Rishi, he recorded 13 difficulties, obstacles on the way. First 9, then 5. So 4. So these are 9 plus 4 obstacles. So what are those obstacles? Now we will read those obstacles and we'll try to analyze how we can overcome. If not, in my next talk, how to overcome the obstacles. So, but what are the obstacles? First is Badhi. Badhi means disease. You need a very healthy body. For meditation, healthy body is necessary. And that is the reason these rishis, they discovered another type of yoga called Hatha Yoga. If you practice in the morning, you are always free from diseases. Hatha Yoga gives you very strong strength. Not very muscular body, but the very strong body. So this Hatha Yoga, that is called fast Badhi. Because this body is our main source. This is the vehicle. This is the boat that is taking us on the other shore. So we have to take very, very carefully take care of this boat, this vehicle, so that we can utilize this vehicle. First is the Badhi and this body. And body is made of food. How is body is made? Food and drinks. So we have to be careful about the food. What type of food I can take? Whatever you are habituated. That will help you. If not, you won't be able to control your mind. Friends, you know that we are from Bengal, eastern part of India. And for a month or so, we went to South India, and in Bangalore, there was a book fair, And we were from the Advaita Ashrama. We took all the publications to sell over there. And there they eat different type of food. 1 or 2 days, very tasty, interesting. But regularly, morning and noon and the night, the same idli, dosa, sambara, then it became so difficult for us. 2 or 3 of us was there from Bengal. Then what will happen? Then somehow we got some, even there is no milk. That is another milk they will make in a different way. So that is also not very tasty for us. Then somehow we arranged that little milk, the warm milk and little rice, mixing with the sugar. That was our main food for the whole month. After reaching back to Bengal, we were so happy. Oh, now it is okay. The food is very, very important. Unless and until it is not going with your temperament and your taste, your aptitude, you won't be able to. Some Americans, they come to us and say, oh, you like Indian foods. We know, from my experience, for 1 or 2 days it is okay. From the 3rd day, I give, no, this is the bread and this is the butter, you use this. Because they won't be able to eat our food regularly. Even if they eat, there will be a problem for them. This is the food. But won't they able to meditate? Of course they can. For that, you need not to eat Indian food. Who said? Oh, the Indian yogi used to eat this, and then you should also eat. Nothing like that. It has nothing to do like that. Sometimes some people, they make actually wrong decision. Food is your choice, your taste. But you should see that it is not damaging your body. So fast is the body because it should be free from diseases. Then comes sthana. Sthana is the mental laziness. This is the main problem for meditation. In the beginning, 4, 5 days, 7 days, 1 month, they will be meditating. Then suddenly, slow, they will give up. What happened? No, today actually there was a board meeting and the other day there was another thing. Then one or after thing comes. That is called mental laziness. Then doubt, samshaya. Samshaya means doubt. I am practicing it for so many years, nothing is happening. Then why should I practice? This is the main problem for the Americans. After 3 months, 4 months, they will come and, shall I change the process? Practice it for 12 years. Then come and say. But within 3 months they will come, can we change it? Just you have to stick to it. Once I have taken it, I am going to finish it. That should be the attitude. No doubt about it. You know who may be your guru. But if you are practicing your own and controlling your senses, your mind, you are going to be successful, for sure. If you go and look at some place constantly, forgetting all other, you are concentrating your mind. Sometimes we used to tell others, particularly students, they are interested to know about the meditation. I used to tell them, first go and stand before a mirror. See yourself thoroughly. Go and lie down on your back and think that you have come out of your body and observing your body, right from the head to toe and toe to head. If you can see that you are lying completely as it is, as you have seen in the reflection, you are meditating. The thing is, we have to go out of our body and then we have to see our own body. This way, there's no doubt about it, no samshaya. Pramada. Pramada means lack of enthusiasm. The lack of enthusiasm. Every day, we should do. Ma Sharadamani Devi, she was the goddess. She was having so much of power, miraculous power. Even then she'll be get up in the morning and taking the name of japa, and whatever work she is doing, going on, taking the name of God. And the others used to say, why you are taking the name of God so much? Now it is not necessary. You have already achieved the goal. He said, no, I am practicing so that my children, my disciples also should practice it. If they are not, I am doing on their behalf. So constantly, every moment, there should not be pramada. Lord Buddha, he said, apramatta bhava. Pramatta, we forget with many other things are there, so we forget to do that. That is called pramatta. This is my job, I have to do. Only day before yesterday, the one young lady, she rang me and she was telling, Swamiji, I have found one thing. I said, what? She told, there are many other jobs are there, works are there, but I have my special work. She was a PhD, so their thoughts are very specific. I told, what is that? He told, suppose I am cooking. That is not my job. Anyone can do on my behalf. Then cook. Suppose I am driving. Anyone can drive. I am doing this, I need that. But anyone can do. But taking the name of God is my job. No one can do on my behalf. Meditating on God is my job. No one can do on my behalf. That is true. I never thought in that way. That's the first time I heard. These two are my job. Other things anyone can do. I got the opportunity I am doing right this moment, or otherwise anyone can do. So that we have to understand, taking the name of God to purify the mind is my job, and I should do it without fail. I must do it. This we call pramada alasya. Alasya means lethargy. I came back and I went to bed for the siesta, and then I was thinking, what is the time? Oh, 3:45. Another 5 minutes I can lie down. Then immediately I told myself, no, 4 o'clock is we have to start. I must get up. So this is called alasya. Suddenly a part of your mind will say, another 5 minutes. So that is called alasya. Your mind will say, like a very compassionate mother, no. You lie down. What is there? God is there. You are here. You can meditate on God anytime. Lie down. That is called alasya. No, I have to do. I must do. The short movie I was observing, they were giving the training to SEAL, that American special group. They're highly trained people. So they were giving the training. My God, the way they were giving the training. Early morning, these young boys, hardly 20, 21 age. And you have to get up. Moment the whistle goes off, and immediately you get up, put on your dress, go run, do. So many things they're going without stop. And that is no alasya. Because if you are not taking the training properly, at the time of war, when you will be all alone, you won't be able to save yourself. So these are the training you must take. So this is also, in the meditation, this is the training you must take. I have fixed up, 5 o'clock I should get up, I must get up. And then I will meditate for 2 hours, I must practice 2 hours. No question. So this is the way, alasya, abhirati, clinging to the sense enjoyments. Nowadays the social media, oh my God. Once you entered into that, one after another information will be coming, you cannot stop it. And I do not know who are those people creating all those and sending. And why do they send? Do they get money? That also I don't know. But they will be all the time going on sending, and you go on and suddenly you look at the clock, oh my God, it is almost 3:30, when I will go to bed. And another is Netflix. One gentleman was telling, Swamiji, if there is an enemy, it is Netflix. The Netflix will all the time tempt you with some of the movies, and even the whole night has gone, you didn't see. Next morning you have to go to office, you are making... What is all this? This is abhirati, clinging to the sense enjoyments. When you are enjoying, of course, entertainment, something is necessary for some time. But then, no, you have to stop. This is the time I should go. Bhranti darshan. When all these things have taken care, it comes the Bhranti darshan, the false perception. That is dangerous. So sometimes after meditation, a few days, then they start seeing things, all imagination. And then they think that this is all real. That is the problem, Bhranti darshan. The one lady was telling, the Swamiji, is there anyone in your organization who can understand all my realizations? And no. Because if you have realized, you need not to go and search for that. It is not necessary. Your mind will say that it is true. When there is a question, that means it is not true. When you have reached the God, you need not to ask question, have I reached God? You will automatically understand. So this is the thing. Whenever you are thinking, I have a doubt, that means you are not complete. Practice again. So it Bhranti darshan, this means a false perception, alabdha bhumikatva, non-attaining the concentration. That is also after some time it seems, oh, this is what I am doing. I am not achieving anything. And you break the practice, process, stop. And anavastatvani, that is falling from the state after attaining that. You are practicing for a few years, and then you reach to that, then suddenly you become satisfied. Oh, I have reached to the goal, and you fall from that, and you reach nothing, nowhere. Again, you cannot reach over there. Meditation is very, very difficult. But that is the only way to get the freedom. Ultimate freedom, ultimate joy is meditation. And you have to meditate. So this Bhranti darshan, and it says, Chitta Vikshepa Antaraya. These are the obstacles, this Chitta Vikshepa. And afterwards, he add another three. Dukkha, Daurmanyasya, Angamejayatya, Sasa Prasyasha, Vikshepa Sahabhuvaha. Another 4. So 9 plus 4, 13. And this 4, first is dukkha. If you have a dukkha, a suffering, don't try to meditate. That's the wrong time. Then sometimes some people lost something, and maybe very near and dear one, they feel, oh, they go and meditate. No, wrong. That time is the prayer. You should pray loudly, and cry for that. Your mind will come down. And if you're trying to control your mind at that time, it will break you. So dukkha is very, very, of course it is a tremendous force. Dukkha is a tremendous force. When I am suffering, I go to so many people, so many places, and for the solace. And when they talk in favor of me, I'm so happy. Again and again I try to go to them and to share all my sufferings. Instead, if you go to God and tell your all problems to God, cry to God, you will get the divine power, sure. As Arjuna got it, because the dukkha has a tremendous power in the mind, and that force you are utilizing to reach God. So dukkha, daurmanyasya is a mental distress. Dukkha and daurmanyasya. Mentally, you feel nobody is talking with me, nobody is friendly with me, nobody like me over here. You create that. This is very difficult. It's very difficult. If you go and talk to people, hey, hello, and then you are helping other people, slowly, slowly, they will become your friends. Any new place you go, of course, they will try to understand you, and you will also try to understand them. It will take some time, but after some time, everything will be all right. So this daurmanyasya, sometimes we are thinking people do not like me, love me, I am all alone, and that mind cannot practice meditation. So dukkha, daurmanyasya, angamejayatya. And when you are excited, your limbs all start trembling. When you are very much excited, you cannot control your limbs. Angame jayat. That won't help you for meditation. You have to understand that shwasa prashyasa. And if you are taking the inhaling and exhaling very repeatedly, you cannot control your mind. You have to control slowly, slowly. You have to forget that thing. So these are the obstacles. Then what is this? The first is the body. Is the vehicle, we have to take care of it. And then the doubt, shamshaya. We have to have faith. Since this has happened to so and so person, I am also going to achieve it. I should not doubt about it. Let me practice, let me try. Sumanta, the one who was driving the chariot for the Gautama, the prince, so when the prince got down on near the jungle, and from there the jungle starts, he will enter into the jungle. Then he asked, I am your father's friend. I like to know, you are having everything. This huge country you could rule. You have a beautiful wife. You have a nice son. You have everything. People like you so much. But why, leaving all this, you are entering into the jungle to get something about whom you do not know. And you do not know whether you will be successful or not. Lord Buddha said, of course he is there. If I cannot achieve, I will think there was some mistake in my practices, in my process. But I am not lowering down the ideal. It is there, and God can be realized, and I will realize it. So this is called the faith. If I am not achieving, it is my fault. But I am not going to complain about the system. It is there. So this way, if we are trying, then finally, all one after another, friends, it is now time that we should stop. Maybe in my next month, next class, we will discuss about how to overcome this. Now we know these 13 obstacles of meditation. We know what is meditation. We know what is mind. And we know what we should do. But how we can overcome that, Patanjali Rishi, he has given us the teachings. We will come and discuss that in our next class. Thank you very much. Let us say Shanti 3 times and we conclude. Please repeat after me. Om Shanti. 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 Harihi Om.